right, guys, polynomial division. So we're just going to practice some long and synthetic division just to make sure you guys remember how to do this. So we're going to start with the long division. Let's say we have x cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 2 divided by x plus 2. Now, technically, this is one you could divide with synthetic division, but we're going to just practice our long division with a simpler one to make sure you guys remember how to do it. So the divisor, the x plus 2, is on the outside. X cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 2. All right, I'll walk you through. If you remember, I see some of you are already just dividing. Good job. I'm looking for, what do I take x times to get x cubed? X squared. So that goes up here somewhere. Then that x squared, you multiply by both of these terms out here in this x plus 2. So x squared times x is x cubed. It'd be plus 2x squared. Okay, then the easy part to mess up is the subtracting. So I always put it in parentheses to remind myself I'm subtracting all of this. So the x cubed is minus x cubed. That's going to go away. That should always happen. And then 3x squared minus 2x squared is just x squared. Bring down your plus 3x. Then we start all over again. What do I take x times to get x squared? X. So we're going to have plus x. And then I multiply again. X squared plus 2x. So we're going to subtract. We good? Perfect. All right, then we're subtracting again. So x squared minus x squared gone. 3x minus 2x is just x. Bring down your plus 2. What do I need to multiply by this time? 1. So we do plus 1. Subtract all of that. What does that 0 represent?
There is no remainder.
No remainder. Good. Okay. So your answer here for the division is just x squared plus x plus 1. So again, a pretty simple one. There weren't a ton of negatives you had to deal with. And no remainder at the end. But did that jog your memory on how long division works? All right, let's try another one. 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus x plus 5 divided by x minus 2. So you guys try that one for me.
Hold on, sorry.
Put this one together, but it's before.
I think we both made a really dumb mistake. So let's see if you're getting the remainder right.
So we'll see the way where you're right.
Okay, see, I didn't do that the first time. I didn't do the AX. Was it wrong? No, I didn't have the first time. So I think yeah, hold on. That's not better. I think we both probably Yeah, I got it. Like, I got an ace. Next week. I just love these songs and play them.
It's different, and I should have put them together, and I will on the next one. I didn't think it through. All right, guys, let me go through it. I think most of you got there to a remainder of 23. But let me show you how to write the remainder. It's real hard to get the right remainder if everything else is messed up. Like if you make a mistake along the way, 90% of the time you have a different remainder. Lots of people struggled initially with subtracting. Minus the negative is adding. So the way you write your remainder, guys, it's plus And then the remainder over your divisor. So 23 over x minus 2. Yeah, that's not right. That's like, I was going to say that's like elementary remainder answer. Yeah.
The remainder over the x.
All right, guys, questions on that one? Let's do one more long division where it's a little bigger, I guess. I know.
Well, that is true.
One day.
Another one?
Well, good morning to you too. That's another one. You can do it.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday. Enjoy your long division.
Thank you.
No, that's the other one.
You're very welcome.
Whoever was on the news show said that this is the best day of the week was.
They lied.
Who said the best day of the week was Monday? I think it's maybe Thursday or Friday.
Ew, Thursday's such a bad day.
Why would it be Thursday?
Thursday's like a fake Friday.
Thursday's a pseudo Friday.
Like,
Wait, but do you know, why don't we have the, not next Monday, but the next Monday? What?
The 26th?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I have to be here that day. I think it's just a student holiday, not a.
The September 26th, that week, the Monday is off, and the Friday is like a early release.
That is the week of the rally.
Oh, I don't know what the Monday is. I don't know.
I forget.
So I know the Wednesday.
That's October 5th.
Oh, okay. In October, we have one whole week of school. The 4-day week completely changes the dynamic of everything.
Guys, these look scarier, but they actually go quicker when you're dividing by a trinomial instead of a binomial. So, well, you just have 3 numbers.
Wait. Maybe I can.
You can.
Something about this is just incorrect.
It's too early for them.
Oh, no.
No, bro, please.
Oh, I changed it. Oh, no, they're actually excellent.
We'll do the first one. A lot of negatives in this one, guys. Oh, you should start.
Let's go.
A lot of pencil sharpening. Okay.
Wait, what's the
Yo, come on, you want to do it?
Oh, please. It's kind of sense.
Oh, this looks like no more appropriate.
Yes, welcome back. Here you go.
There is not more
Okay, I just started saying I got a little bit like, I don't know, distracted or something. Wait, what am I multiplying by 7?
Sure.
And then minus 26 plus. I feel like this has to go minus 24? That's what I have. I know, so on Saturday we went out to lunch, I had a birthday party, and on Sunday we went to I see you.
It is on your sock.
You hear from us? I need 42 hours. I was a whale.
All right, guys, let's look. You end up with 7x squared plus 2x. Down. You're minus 3. Need 7. That minus 26x minus 24, that whole thing is your remainder, guys. Be careful, write plus every time and then write your remainder. Don't write minus and then this big fraction because you're going to mess up your signs if you do that. Or you could mess up your signs. So always do plus and then the remainder. All right, how'd we do on that one? Uh-oh. It is a Monday. It is review. It's just the negatives are getting you. All right, guys, anybody questions on that before I move on to synthetic? Synthetic is usually a happier time. There's always at least one person, though, who prefers long division. It's okay if that's you. No judgment. No. Guys, the reason we have to learn long division, like problem 3, that's only going to work with a long division problem. You can't do synthetic division when you're dividing by a trinomial. Okay, so that's why it's there. But if you can, use synthetic division. So let's do 2x cubed plus 5x squared plus 3x plus 2 divided by x minus 2. It's probably like a trash truck or somebody backing up.
Don't worry, not like
Hearing noises. Okay, guys, let me remind you how we do synthetic division. So we're dividing by x minus 2. What would make your divisor 0? What x value? 2. That's what we use outside of our little box thing here. Then we just use the coefficients. I don't write 2x cubed. I just write 2, 5, 3, 2. Okay? You bring down the first number, so I bring down the 2. I multiply it by the 2 that's on the outside. So 2 times 2 is 4. Do I add or subtract those numbers? Add. Yes, that's the beauty of synthetic. You don't have to subtract. So yes, we get to add, so that's 9. And then I multiply that by the 2 outside again, so that's 18. I add. Multiply by the 2 outside. I add.
why does this work?
So you're essentially doing the opposite of the divisor, so that's why we get to add instead of subtract. You know, we didn't use x minus 2, we used the 0 of that, the 2.
Oh, okay, that's how I'm doing.
That's why we get to add instead. And then you're really dividing, I'm taking 2x cubed divided by this x minus 2. You're doing that all along the way, but it's like a cheaty shortcut with just the coefficients, which is nice. Okay, guys, but that's not my answer. We've got to put the x's back in. Question or just stretch? Okay. Remember, I took 2x cubed divided by x, so it should make sense that I'm now down to a 2x squared. And then plus 9x plus 21. What is the 44? So I'm going to write plus 44 over x minus 2. It doesn't seem real?
Yes.
Yeah. It's okay if you're the one that likes long division better. Okay, see? There's always somebody. All right, questions on that? You remember how it works?
Can you do that one?
Yes. We're going to do... So, what if it's a problem like question 3? Synthetic division doesn't work. Now, actually, you could factor that one and do synthetic division twice, but yeah, then it's weird with the remainders and stuff, so.
I just want to, I'd rather. Sounds like I'm explaining.
Okay. All right, let's do x cubed plus 2x squared plus 7x plus 5 divided by x plus 5. We'll do that today, don't worry. Depends on how the question is written. You can always divide with long division, yeah. I'm just gonna do that. What would make this factor or divisor 0? Yes.
Come on now. I don't know how many of that. You know better.
You get kind of a big remainder, guys. It's okay. Don't doubt yourselves. I feel like when the numbers get big, you start thinking you messed up somewhere, but you didn't. You didn't start?
Well, I mean, I prefer to do it this way.
This is so much simpler. But you can do long division if you want. Just remember, time sometimes matters on assessments and things.
Of course.
Got to be speedy with your long division. Check your remainder with your neighbors, see if you got the same thing. I heard a 45. It's not a remainder of 45. All right, guys, what do we get as a remainder? Negative 105 is the correct remainder. So bring it down, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply. So x squared minus 3x plus 22 plus negative 105 over x plus 5. Yes? Okay. One more. We'll get there. All right, x cubed plus 6x minus 9 is divided by x plus 1. Don't get tricked on this one. Like, oh no. You can do it.
I see what the trickery was.
Okay. Aiden, how's your division? Seem to be struggling with the pencil situation a lot today.
Honestly, no. I can do it.
Okay, go ahead then. Go for it.
I'll explain it for the class.
I fell victim to trickery.
Oh no.
That's why I
It's good. Okay. You guys put the 0 in. You need a 0 in there.
Does this have a remainder?
Yes. Your remainder was negative 16 on this one.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I did it right. Nice.
Make sure you put your 0 in. So I've got 1x cubed. I need 0x squared as my placeholder. Then the 6, and then the negative 9. we should have x squared minus x plus 7 plus negative 16 over x plus 1. Okay. All right, we've got to write just a couple of short theorems, the remainder theorem and the factor theorem. Did I scroll too far? Anybody questions on number 6? Maybe I moved on to number 6. Okay. All right, if a polynomial f of x is divided by the quantity x minus c, then f of c is the remainder. I'll explain that more, okay, once you write it. It's not too bad.
But when you plug that in, would you get negative 16 or negative 16 over x plus 1?
You just get a value of negative 16. I'll show you. So on this last one, guys, let's say, f of x is this x cubed plus 6x minus 9. What would c equal then? 1 or negative 1? Which one? Negative 1, because it's the same as what you would divide by out here. So if I found f of negative 1, meaning I plug that in, so negative 1 cubed 6 times negative 1 minus 9. You see how I get negative 16, which was the remainder? It's a nice way to check to make sure you did the problem right. Just plug it in real quick and go, oh, okay, yep, that's what the remainder should be. But that's what the remainder theorem is telling us. Okay? All right, our other theorem is the factor theorem. A polynomial f of x has a factor x minus c if and only if f of c equals 0. So for this one, guys, what did we just learn that f of c represents? So in the last one, we did the example with negative 16, which was the remainder, right? So we're saying if the remainder is 0, then you know whatever you divided by is actually a factor of your polynomial. Okay, that's all that's telling you.
So whatever you divided by is a factor?
Yep. So like up here. So let's say number 5 there. If we'd gotten a remainder of 0 instead of negative 105, then x plus 5 would have been a factor of that x cubed plus 2x squared. Okay? Vaguely coming back. All right. So we're going to use this to actually do some factoring. Okay, find. And what was that question? Are you sure? Okay. All right, find all zeros given a factor. I think I'm on number 7. So your f of x is x cubed minus x squared minus 5x minus 3. Your factor over here is x minus 3. Sorry guys, I don't know how to make that go away. Hopefully it will. Okay, the factor is x minus 3. It's hiding behind this giant thing that will go away eventually. So we should start with our synthetic division. So what goes on the outside? 3. And what should I expect to get at the end of my synthetic division here as a remainder? 0. Okay. So that's the first step. We want to make sure we divide correctly and get a 0. Okay, so that means I'm left with x squared plus 2x plus 1. That's not the answer, though. What did I ask you for in this problem? Find all the zeros, okay? So what do you think I should do with this? Factor it and set those factors equal to 0, perhaps? So what are my zeros or my solutions here? -1, and that's a double root, right? Okay. We'll list it twice just to remind us that it's there twice. Am I missing something? Is there another 0? Yeah, 3. Don't forget this guy, okay? Always kind of check the degree of this polynomial was 3, which means I should have 3 solutions at the end. So make sure you actually find all 3. All right, let's try another one. You guys will try this one. So this time your f of x is x cubed minus 4x squared minus 3x plus 18. And your factor is x minus 3. Again. So guys, again, how many answers should you have at the end? 3. up here when you're ready, guys. All right, guys, how do we do? Other. All right, guys, questions on that one? You need a minute, yeah. Yeah. No, you don't have to. Sometimes you'll want to write double root. Just make sure you note, like, when we get to graphing these, it matters that it's a double root. So just be aware. Yeah.
Why did you write in order from greatest piece?
I did. I just wrote them. Yeah. It doesn't matter at all. No. Good? Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, I'm done writing. I don't know. Okay, let's do one more kind of like this, and then get another one for you. All right, this time your f of x is 6x to the 4th plus 29x cubed plus 30x squared minus 11x minus 6. What's different about this one? It's 4th, right? So when I do a round of synthetic division, what will I be down to? Cubed. Are my cubes always going to factor nicely? No. This is where we're going to do that synthetic division twice. Okay, so I'm going to give you two factors. X plus 2 and x plus 30.
It doesn't matter which you do first.
It does not. Right. Yeah.
Is it possible just to multiply the two factors together?
And do long division? Yes. Try doing synthetic twice though, just to make sure that you're good with it. Because there's a couple situations where you're going to need to do that.
Okay. I thought that which is 6. I got it. And then put that here. Would it be possible to stay there? How would you do it?
Yeah.
What happens if you didn't get a remainder of 0 on the first one?
If I tell you.
No, I got a 0. It's just like, what?
Yeah,
What happens if the
so-
top didn't have like a 0?
But I people is factors. So they.
Okay, so is it this one on? Because I don't know how it would be possible to.
Yeah, so your people are just going.
Yeah.
Oh, plus
There you go.
Okay.
Yep. So,
Thank you.
okay.
6 squared minus x minus 1.
So we'll have, since that's 0, this isn't really here, because now you're down to just like 2 things. So like, don't do that negative. You see how you have the remainder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the second one would also be zero.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
What you got?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Okay, she will have a factor with a leading coefficient.
Right. So you want -6 on top. A times C. Coefficients. -6. That's -6. Right?
I mean, like there is a.
Right, you're multiplying it by the C. So,
Oh, it's a factor.
so that's true, but -6. So one way negative one like this.
If it's not, then I'm looking at what's
Everyone is in the
That makes sense. And then you factor it normally. So what are your factors there?
If you were just trying to
Right,
find
so it
factors,
goes into size.
if you get a remainder, it's not a factor, you
And
stop.
so now,
Yeah, so.
instead of saying in parentheses, you have to write down. Right, you have 6x squared. That's your first one? Right, minus 3x.
Factor, solve.
Plus 2 plus 2.
You guys remember once you divide twice, then you have to factor and solve.
And now,
F factor with
So you get right. 6. Yes, I think you're done. Sorry.
you want to take out right. Take out 3x.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah, so you need the 2x. Then same the other one. What can you take out? You need to go for it.
no sideways.
Pick the one out.
How big is the
I got it.
Right, yes. Right, so that's gonna be your 2 things. That's right, and now those are your 2 things. Right, so that's yeah, that's good. No, I'm just trying to do it in my head.
Yeah.
Like one.
All right, guys, the factoring here. I don't care how you factor as long as you can actually factor. When there's a leading coefficient, some of you are going to want to do grouping, I don't know, boxes, circles, all sorts of drawings, whatever you need, go for it. If you're good with guess and check, that's great too. There's not too many options here, especially since you've got a -1 on the end. A lot of you tried 6x and x and were like, why isn't this working? Like, because there's other ways to get a 6. What about 3x and 2x?
I'm sorry.
Okay, so that's your other option for getting a 6x squared with that initial multiplication. And then you can just mess around with the -1 and +1 until you've got it figured out. There we go. Now, again, if you were like, okay, I'm writing this out, what multiplies to give me -12 and adds up to -1, and you rewrote it. Oh, we have -4x plus 3x -1. You could do the whole grouping thing. That's completely fine too. Did I multiply? Oh, this should be a 2. I picked bad numbers, guys. I'll redo the grouping for you. How about -3x plus 2x? Clearly, I like guess and check better. You get the same factors.
Guess and check, though. You also do guess and check, but
Whatever way works for you, I do not care, as long as something works.
my God, I got it right.
Yay! So there's your 4 answers. Negative 1/3, positive 1/2, negative 2, negative 3. Were we okay with the synthetic division twice? Part of that? Yes. Okay. All right. Number 10 left, but it does have an A and a B. So, sorry.
Another piece of paper.
Sorry.
Page 4. Space consuming.
Find the given value using synthetic division. So part A, I give you P of X is equal to 4x cubed minus 2x squared minus x plus 2. And I am asking you to find P of 3. I'll walk you through the first one. That's why there's an A and a B, so that you have one you can try on her. Okay, algebraically, what you've done up to this point, if I said find P of 3, you just plug the 3 in everywhere there's an X, right? What part of synthetic division would give me that same answer? The remainder, right? Isn't that what the remainder is, plugging in that value? So you're going to do synthetic division with the 3. And that will give you the value. Bring down the 4. Guys, if you're stuck on 29 times 3, do 30 times 3 and then just subtract 3.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so if you think about with the, like our theorem that we talked about earlier, if it was divided by x minus 3, that would have been looking for P of 3. And if you were just doing division with x minus 3, you'd use the positive 3. Like the number out here and the number in that f of whatever position, those are going to match.
So that's basically
Yeah. It's like saying divide this by x minus 3. Because it's normally, the way we did it with the theorem, remember it was you were dividing by x minus c and then you found f of c. Okay. Same thing.
okay.
Yeah. So do I need this entire 4, 10, 29, 89, all of that? Or do I only need one part of it?
X minus 3.
I just need the 89, right?
Wait, why would you say
Because it only asked for P of 3, which is just the remainder.
that one is the remainder? That'd be 4x squared plus. Oh.
You see it? Yeah, guys, a lot of it is just understanding what you're being asked. The actual skills, you know, like you can do synthetic division, you could plug things in, like none of that's exceptionally hard. We have to make sure you actually answer what I'm asking. That's what the world of calculus is too, is actually answering the question you've been asked. Okay, one more. I realize we're almost out of time. Yes, you could check this. What? Oh, never mind. I was thinking 16 after. Sorry, guys. We're not almost out of time. Or wait, it's a Monday, right? I don't know.
No, but I think it is until 9:16.
Yeah, it's not. It's 11:16. It's third
It's still
period.
not avoiding, but we can say it's still 16.
No, it's definitely 9:16.
About 9:40. All right, you guys try this one.
All right.
So again, same thing. Find P of -3, and I specifically said with synthetic division. with your neighbor.
I did it.
You did it.
In celebration.
-41.
I got -1/4.
-1/4? I was like, how'd you get that? There's no fraction. All right, let's look. All right, so P of -3 is -41. Yep. Okay.
Look if there's something wrong with the numbers, just keep it.
I know, you start to doubt yourself when they're big, but don't. It's okay. All right, guys, because we have so much time,
Let's do 10 more problems.
we're going to do a quizzes together. So, wow, that was not a positive response. I guess.
Like, do I? Can we work with that partner?
Yes, guys, you can have a partner. Do this first. It's only 10 questions, so. Or you can use your whiteboard that's in your desk if you want. It's in there. There you go. I can't tell. I know there's one in Jane's. Oh, I think she just knocked it out of the way. Guys, you might want scratch paper or a whiteboard, but it's just 10 questions about division. Partner up if you want. There you go. So I turn them because when the opening is facing students, you guys just shove trash in there. They just fill with trash. So, or people will set their phone in there. I was trying to be sneaky. Okay. Anybody still trying to get in? Yes. Okay.
That's crazy. Never mind.
No phones.
I wasn't even gonna ask.
Okay. Are you in? No?
So true, because speed is.
A good balance of speed and accuracy.
I'm competitive, but when it comes to it is nice. No, please don't do that. Oh, yeah. They just showed up on our screen. I was like, what? What happened last time? Whoever won, everyone say everyone of the
It just does this now. I don't know what is happening. Anybody? Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not in.
You can still join. Good luck.
Oh, it's
It's not letting me.
Code's right there. You can do it. Okay.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Don't upstairs. 4, 0. Yeah. We don't have a race.
Oh, I have erasers for you.
Thank you. Yeah, we just, yeah, got it. Don't put your 0. Oh, shoot. I left 0.
One.